The First Omen is the prequel to The Omen, and it's about a woman who starts questioning her faith as she unravels a conspiracy involving the birth of the Antichrist in Rome. Okay, so The First Omen. What did I think about The First Omen? This movie was a massive fucking surprise. I really dug the hell out of this movie. It felt very old fashioned. It did not rely on jump scares. That was the great part. And also, this movie's pretty fucked up too. There's surprising amount of violence. I mean, it's an Omen movie. The Omen movies always had violence, but there was some really good violence, some great gory moments. I thought the movie was paced extremely well too. This movie's 2 hours long. It's the longest movie in the Omen franchise, and I didn't feel that runtime. I thought the runtime was utilized very well. All the performances were really great in this film too. I couldn't find a single bad performance. Lots of great practical effects work too, and the direction is fucking fantastic. I loved all of the direction in this movie, and some really great scares too. Like I said, not no very few jump scares. This movie relies on anxiety building and lots of creepy shit going on. It's all this great stuff. No jumps, very few jump scares. They keep them very way to a fucking minimum. I really love that about The First Omen. This is how you do a really fucking great horror movie, not just jump scares every fucking 10 minutes or so. I love this movie for that. I very much respect it for it. I also love the way this movie shot. Like, it feels very old fashioned. It feels like a movie that came out in the 70s, and I mean that as a compliment. You know, people are bitching that we don't get movies like we used to, and I hope people support this one, because if you want movies like the way they used to make them, support The First Omen, because this movie is exactly that. It feels like how they used to make them back in the day. I mean, back in 2021, we had a bunch of movies like, Cop Shop, The Last Duel, West Side Story, all these movies that felt very, like, old-fashioned, like movies that were made in the yesteryear. All of them were really good, and all of them flopped. I hope this movie doesn't end up in the same boat as those. I would love more movies like this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us would too, like the ones that really like great movies. And yes, if you want to support a great film in theaters, absolutely check out The First Omen. Is there any negatives I have with The First Omen? I will say the few jump scares that it had, I mean, they were done fine, but definitely could have used. I don't think the movie really needed them. They felt kind of unnecessary. But overall, I really enjoyed The First Omen. I thought it was a great, thrilling, fantastic horror film. Great creep factor, great violence, great gore. Lots of fucked up shit. Felt very old fashioned. I really love The First Omen. This is easily one of the best films of the year. I am going to give The First Omen an A.